Yeah, booyaka, booyaka, booyaka. It's the Gatekeepers Musically Speaking Podcast. GKMSP. Season 3, Episode 7. The Industry Unveiled. Premiering on Tuesday, 9 p.m. Verbal in the vicinity. Mary in a moment. Shaman Energy Sector. Yeah. If you're new to this channel, do a drive-by show out on that subscribe button. You can't miss it and click in the bell for notifications. Check out our previous podcast to comment and join the conversation. Yes, blood, Mari, Shaman. Yes, we fed. It seems it's another month of fraudulence. Yes. We got a lot of celebrities up on deck. Victoria Kimani, we had you stole a song from NRG. Shaq the Youngin. Yes.
Is that true?
He even showed everything, man. Cardi B stole some slang from the South and she even doesn't know what it means. And Eric Omondi and his fake reality show. But the other cards, you can start with those ones.
You seem to be going through stuff very fast.
I'm trying to copy a podcast to a Dave and Chuck the Freak. So they kind of give you most of everything out there, and then they say, you know, what can we pick and peel?
Interesting. Yes. We need to stand on the giant's shoulders to see further.
So we have like 5 minutes. We kind of look at all these ingredients we have on our table before we cook, like Gordon Ramsay, and tell you what is frozen. Huh? This food is frozen. Yani umepika, you had cooked it yesterday, and Gordon Ramsay comes today, and then you had put it in the fridge, and you think he wouldn't know. Huh? That's what they mean by the food is frozen. Huh? By the way, iko habari mob, kuna MCA getting paid to pass BBI. God damn. Huh?
But you're going for a while.
Oh, shit. And what is this about this American cosmetic influencer anaitwa Terika? She put Gorilla Glue on her hair. It got stuck there for a month. She had to get surgery just recently.
Wait, you said Gorilla Glue?
Gorilla Glue. Haujui super glue adhesive inaitwa Gorilla Glue?
Nah.
Hey, it's the strongest adhesive in the world.
Like, is it a type of glue? Ama it's a brand called Gorilla Glue?
It's a brand called Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
And it's a super adhesive.
Yeah,
we'll get to that. Men's conference, I don't know. Some of us went for Valentine's, some of us went for men's conference.
It was very convenient for Mari. I'll go and attend burial.
For sure.
I'm not mourning your loss, bro. I'm just saying.
We got Jarul admitting that 50 Cent really brought him down during the Jarul time. We got drill music. We talk about Chicago and Atlanta. We've got Gun Corner in CBD. We'll hear from what Shaman has to say.
At Gun Corner.
People
Gang Corner.
Bunduki.
CBD.
CBD, right there in CBD, man.
We have gangs here in CBD.
Hizo mamtaro zenye wase UBH.
Hizo
mamtaro.
What?
UBH ni ya kitambo juu.
Me I do not like going to CBD because I know. If I pass there.
Yo, ametoa archives.
I do not like that.
Shengi ya mabazu.
Highest corner, so shengi ya mabazu. Nice one.
We got the Manyama coop. Apparently there was some woman who was doing gymnastics. She was doing her gym show where the coop was happening in the back. Did you guys see that stuff?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
She was a fitness. She was doing the fitness program in front of the parliament, and then the military in the with their convoy, they are going out to do the coup, and she's still doing workout. Yeah.
Which country?
Manyama.
Apparently, have you ever asked yourself how can the army be the only one that can conduct a successful coup? Have you ever wondered how that happens?
Which other
force,
body?
Man.
No,
power by force.
Here's a bunch of people.
Yeah.
They've come. I told you, look here. Serikali imetoka.
Yeah.
And those times. Man.
Yeah.
Serikali inabadilika. Najua wote mnakubali hiyo story. You go home. You've been convinced that as from today, hakuna serikali.
But you know, an interesting bit, if you're to look at it from a structural point of view, I think the military is the one that, should I say, legitimizes a government.
Yeah.
Because they offer security to any other opposing force.
Against
any other force. So essentially, the military might be the only one with the capability of taking over a state because it is in their role in the first place to protect it.
Yeah, Lumumba should have thought of that before messing with Mobutu, man. Damn.
The original Lumumba.
Yes, Patrice Lumumba. Huh? Patrice Lumumba.
I think it was.
Yeah. So what is this thing? Maze, creativity in Kenya is not being sidey word. What's this Omosh thing, man?
But
I think you know about the Omosh situation.
If you can remember some episodes back, we were talking about big egos, empty pockets. Kuonekana kwa TV na hauna kakitu.
Oh yes.
You know? And how people should think outside the music.
Yeah.
Or they should educate themselves about the music business. Maria's been talking about it for a while. So Omosh coming up.
Yeah. Which Omosh are we talking about?
Atandi high. Analia kutoka
I'll just get a story.
No, I didn't see. Hey,
you've been hiding under a rock.
Crazy.
This nigga came out. He was even saying CG at sometimes he would get up, get dressed nicely, go out.
Yeah.
He has nowhere to go. He'd just pretend like he's going to work.
What?
And I'm pretty sure he's not the only person in Nairobi running such a lifestyle.
Okay, and what about does he still do the acting gig that he had from when he was a kid? See, you said Omosh from...
Atandi was killed in 2020.
Oh.
Yeah. Elisha 2020. So, sometimes you just like... They create... There's no creative umbrella or net to support entertainers. Very talented people, because it's not only acting... I think Omosh can do. Imagine if he was being enrolled for maybe another comedy series, or maybe he was put in a writing position for another show,
Yeah.
Things associated with also acting.
Oh, man. Yeah, and I think it's a sad plight that a lot of entertainers, and maybe even going specifically to actors and actresses, don't really get paid their worth. So you find if an actor is to survive on the salary they get from TV episodes, a lot of them are really oppressed, if I may put it that way. And you remember, I don't know whether you guys remember Plaitiakina Ojwang, and Mama Kayae. Like you'd expect Mzee Ojwang, having worked all those years, to have been in a place to
Karen Westy.
To be living off the fruits of his labor. Yeah. But look at the kind of burial he was given. It's really sad that someone who set the standards for comedy, and even you could even say acting in Kenya, had to be sent off in that manner. And it goes to show the reality about the pay the actors and entertainers receive. Now, my thinking is the ones who have been more successful don't depend on the pay. They go so far as to get money from the production, which is a whole nother ball game if you're to talk about it.
Good example is Fat Joe. Fat Joe alikuwa na rap sana. Siku hizi he's not rapping but online. Fat Joe is everywhere. YouTube, he's interviewing rappers, drill rappers, even has his own funny beefs over there. What is good, man? Real estate, here and there.
I think even if, without going too far, I think even if you're to talk about, say, Papa Shirandula, it could be one of the examples you'd pick of people who have earned money through production. And his money was not from getting paid as the actor salary. It was more from getting his show airing regularly on TV, which is, again, not the easiest thing to implement.
Yeah, you said a whole different ball game. That I agree. And that is the point where we need to ask, what are you doing? Okay, now that you have all this kind of knowledge, the question is, what are you doing to not to be stuck in that? Because we all agree, we need help, right? We need help here, there. But if the help comes for so long in a story Guinea, that's why the whole different ball game comes in. What are the institutions? What are the things set in place? Kusaidia wase in that line, you know? Because that's the purpose, for example, for regulations, right? So that you can have the welfare of certain people taken care of.
And I think, at least as far as I know, in terms of acting and even the general entertainment scene, there are very few institutions set up to look for the, should I say, rights of entertainers. Like for actors, the only one I'm aware of, there might be others. If there's anyone with info out there, would love to hear your contributions. But as far as I know, there is PRISC, which is a collection body for royalties. And I would even go so far as to ask, how exactly does becoming a member of PRISC benefit an actor or actress? If anyone has info on that, I would love to hear something.
Hata priest wajitokelezee. They can even come to this podcast and explain themselves, man. Gatekeepers. Even us, we might form our own Gatekeepers royalty services.
Hey, it's very important. Juicy, I was interacting with one of the guys we're working with right now. I wouldn't say his name.
Okay.
Kucheki hata Shaman wafuatilia waone ilikuwa nani.
Are you bound by confidentiality clause or something?
No, we've not yet swear into secrecy. So, I just think, it will be unprofessional to disclose such details.
Sure.
But it's coming. Ni kama unajua mtoto huwezi toa mtoto after 5 years useme by the way nimepata mtoto. The kid will be 10 years old. No way you just went and plucked him. So these things will be there. Kila mtu atajua, but not right now. It's not the best time. So he was telling me he's found a solution for MCSK, right? That MCSK is a way they can have something in place that will monitor the plays. Which sounded like a very good idea, and they took it to MCSK. And the MCSK has been struggling with the idea. Napaka juzi, when it was disbanded, the president was launching. He was going to launch an online thing. And I told you this thing. It was going to come. They're trying to go, to centralize the system. And the president was promoting ICT sector to come up with something. And this guy has the thing ready, He has the thing ready. But they've never spoken about it. They've never taken it up seriously.
That's it's interesting because I've the president thing, is it NCC, is it called something like that? NCC website where you can register for copyright online. So that was the conversation. That was headed towards that direction. And now people need to place themselves, right? Sorry, let me interject a bit. Now, on the monitoring app or monitoring software for MCSK, I've seen that being attempted on several occasions, including the first time I saw it. I think MCSK was picking up the services of an international company. I've forgotten the name, but so now they were saying that was, I think, around 20 14, 15 thereabouts. So they were saying that now the introduction of that software monitoring company would change the game and would make the tracking more legit.
There are two things you'll hear out there. When you hear game changers, might not work. But if you hear disrupt,
you know, funny thing that now they made a lot of hype and a lot of noise about that, and guess what? Nothing changed. So now guys started following up again. I came across some other guys who set up a Kenyan initiative, who set up, and it was already running, software that could monitor airplay on TV stations and radio. But when they were pitching it to whoever was involved, it was rejected.
Interest got involved.
Yeah.
I want my cousin and my sister there.
This company is going to be mine, 10%.
Yeah. Come on, just to, and I'm not looking for any trouble, but just to pinpoint what I heard from the Vines about the first MCSK initiative with the other company. Apparently, the only reason MCSK took it up was because they could edit the back end. So they would be posting like
results.
Which beats the purpose of the whole software.
The whole system.
Yeah.
As you see, wanagopa transparency.
Yeah.
And so the things are protected very well. They're taken care of by the law.
Transparency. Shaman, tell us about the transparent appearance of guns in CBD, man.
So, you use very strong language. Hey, bro.
Transparent. We are not here with the nursery school kids. Si kuna opaque, kuna transparent, alafu kuna gani hiyo nyingine yenye oni sana.
Translucent.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys remember that stuff?
We were drilled like Iligia. So when I said strong, I meant like the gang or gang. That is strong language, bro. It's very strong. It's very strong. I would be a little bit easy on that.
Too bad, man.
You don't think it qualifies
it
to
doesn't
be
qualify to
was it a semi-automatic or what was it, man?
I don't know. But Mari, the place where I normally drop you.
Yeah.
Apo kwa hiyo bata. I don't know which street that is. Just don't say the street.
Niyo bata tao.
Yeah.
Bro.
Hiyo Hilton ama.
So kuna hiyo kibarabara imeingiwa unatokeza kwenye street uko nyuma.
Yeah.
Like, you know that walkway.
Yeah.
So this guy is come there.
Yeah.
One is in handcuffs. The other one.
Yeah.
He's anachana.
Yeah.
Right? Anachana tu afame bebaka bag. Gongo.
Yeah.
So this guy is on the phone. He's trying to make a very serious phone call. A very serious phone call. You can tell it's a very serious phone call.
Yeah.
So this guy lets him make the phone call.
Yeah.
He steps back kidogo.
Yeah.
Kidogo nikaona amengisha mfuko. Kitu akaangisha mkono hivi akatoa kitu. Akaangalia hivi. Akaikok.
No kidding.
Yeah. Man.
You wait, you were witnessing that?
Yeah, I was watching it.
Okay.
So I've packed halfway wall.
Yeah.
So unaangalia tu kutoka ndani ya gari, unaangalia tu hivi.
Yeah.
But it goes so bad.
Yeah. What?
So then he puts the thing back.
Yeah.
Taps him on the shoulder and they come out of that walkway. Sasa kuja kwa light.
Yeah.
Hapo hivi kuna mwingine ameshika ka over kana waka green. Ameshika mwingine hapo hivyo. Wanaongea. Then some guy is passing. He grabs him. And this guy has guns. I was like, the fuck?
Wait.
Everybody's got guns.
This is
Kwanza, the first descriptions you've given sound like cops or undercover.
Yeah. Something like that, Like plain clothes.
So they are the ones who grab this other guy.
Yeah, who's got guns.
Guns so, where? Like
hapa mbele, he has a gun. Like hata ako na gun. So,
okay.
Inachukuliwa, anazimana kona mbili sasa. Like,
what?
These guys are the gangsters. It's just a bad day.
You found yourself in the middle of an operation.
I don't know.
Hey,
so
man.
The person I was waiting for gets him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Talking about it. Start getting
what?
The adrenaline, man, I was high. I was so high on adrenaline. I was so high.
Yo, that's
no way
crazy.
That was a good day.
Hey, Maze.
How do...
Man.
Who was the cop? Who was the thug?
Yeah. Guys snatching guns from others. Hey, Maze, that's crazy.
Who's the
That's
cop?
Nairobi CBD.
Tunapitanga hapo. Si upita hapo bado.
That's
paka nikasema, imagine one day they catch you. This guy is cocking again and shit. Utakuwa umekatalia nini hiyo?
One day you go around kichwa ngumu, you piss one of them off thinking he's just a normal guy. Niggas follow you home. You disappear.
What?
Anaweza kukwambia
mad. Yeah.
Now that can explain a coup. There's a coup. Yeah. Within someone.
Wait. You know, I think a coup is a whole nother ball game, so to speak.
No.
Hey, Maze, coup.
In essence, at that very moment.
Yeah.
You've experienced a coup.
A coup.
A personal coup.
Upon your existence.
Yes. That is
man.
So,
what?
I hope and pray. I hope whoever who makes things happen, please don't let that happen to me.
Yeah, for sure.
Maze, what?
It was so crazy. It was really bad.
Yeah. Hey man, and you know, I feel like there's a lot of things that are happening that are being propagated by a culture of, should I say, a culture of insecurity?
Criminal activities everywhere. But let's say, in Nairobi is something, but imagine compare it to places like Venezuela. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Venezuela.
The capital city of Venezuela. Inaitwaga nini? Venezuela.
What's been happening there?
City? You can find people getting shot ovyo, like somebody has been shot in the park and people are walking inside. They're like, you know, shit happens.
Yeah.
Because things are out of control. But, dangerous cities when it comes to East Africa, where if you can find gun-toting, so-called coppers, thugs in the CBD, man, these are
Caracas.
Dangerous. Caracas, Venezuela.
Yeah.
I mean, there the violence is even worse. It's super worse, but when it comes to East Africa,
this is a terrible photograph.
Yeah,
That's a photograph. You agree?
No, I think it's artistic. Is it a photo of the
like
capital
the
of Venezuela?
Yes. Like the visual. This for the purposes of we're talking about.
Caracas.
It looks apocalyptic, sort of.
It looks.
Crying.
Or just to let our listeners know, we were Googling to find out the capital city of Venezuela.
Google is your friend.
Yeah.
Any marketing you're good, but that's not true. No way Google is a friend.
But by the way, Google here, we can't avoid working with them.
Yeah.
We are placing this pod on one of their subsidiaries, so
lazima utati.
The ultimate search machine.
Hapo kuna coup. Agreed.
Yeah. So what's this news about Eric Omondio? What are you gonna say?
I was just maybe trying to link that story with gang violence. And I think the way Kenya, there seems to be hints of that culture coming up. And on one episode, I grazed on it a bit, but I can't say I've really pinpointed where that culture exactly is coming from. But I think if we look at the places where that culture has been bred and matured, that kind of lifestyle is not the best, kind of life to be living in.
I think for the case of Kenya, if the gun culture becomes put in the music as the way they are doing it to Komaju, the so-called drill music, they say drill music is kill music. It's the music that a lot of youngins out there are using to, piss other groups off, tell on the feds, kind of stop flashing their guns and all the criminal activity they are doing. But I think the difference between America and maybe these other countries, like even look for Britain, there's more shanking in Britain than gunfire. Stabbing.
Oh man.
The boy is in touch with the lingo. Let him talk.
Sure. Educate us, man.
There's more shanking in the amount of let's say gang violence in Britain as compared to America, where it's a lot of actual gun violence. So I'm thinking, if Kenya there'll be some kind of gang violence, obviously tuko na mapanga, tuko na mavisu. So because now the situation is we don't have right to bear arms. Apparently the American citizen has right to bear arms. You have 14-year-olds, 18-year-olds forming their funny groups, trap houses, beefing each other over clothes, money, and bitches. And before you know it,
If there's likely to be a type of gang violence, which one do you think it would be? Gang banging or shanking?
Shanking.
Man, I know. And, I think it's crazy because the exposure to, I think a lot of things are interlinked. Say, for example, why I was bringing up the story of culture is, for example, the effects of music that people listen to at one point or another translates into the society in one way or another. And for example, when you were talking about the drill music and the gang banging kind of music, it's the effects may not be seen now if you're told it's being embraced within the Kenyan culture. The effects may not be seen now, but at some point in the future, it is bound to have an effect. And I think as artists, we need to acknowledge that responsibility and manage it.
You say it so well, but who needs to hear that? In your opinion, who do you feel like needs to hear that?
I feel it's music industry players, and more especially the influencers. And by influencers, I don't mean the guys who make things trend on, say, Insta, but the people who are behind the scenes operating the music companies and music organizations.
About violent music in Kenya that much. Like, I can remember guys like, ini system ya majambazi, maloya majambazi, askari wazazi, maloya mabroka, mahoka. That kind of violence is, that is the hood violence we are accustomed to. It's like, to say hip-hop Kenya, right now even the violence type is like almost 90 style. Hatujafika drill level. We are far from drill.
You're gonna kill Shaman here, man.
He's so funny today.
You guys are laughing.
I like your insights.
Niggas are getting marked. Cool.
He's got some info. Like the right info.
Unafaa basi, sasa unafaa ukiongelea vijana huko nje mbele yaje mnajua nyaje wase huko ni kuzii. Huko ni kuzii. Bro, the whole chunking, the whole gang thing. It's very overwhelming.
At least for here, Uko Maju, it's insane. Uko Maju has become
this
insane.
time Mbogi Genje was showing bullets on Instagram and social media and stuff. Saying, these are yours. These are yours.
Threatening Madocho.
I think. So, at that time, we were talking in the podcast about the East Coast, West Coast
beef and
here. And the Gaza, the Jamaican beef, and all those things. So, Mari, then you mentioned stories, the effects.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, how do we cater for this? Equally, kama unasema organization fulani inatetea rights za ziko na jukumu. It could be one of the things is to educate. Of course, we know what to struggle kuandika mangoma. Si siri. Ndio maana kufanya ngoma ratchet is very easy. As long as you're not held responsible. It's very easy to write a song, but when you commit to the song, it's another thing. Very few musicians can do that. Barry takes home the song, he listens to it. 1 month down the line, anakwambia then nilianza kuandika ile ngoma. Bro, you've been having this thing for a month now. It should be complete. But anyway, the point is, if there can be a system where vile wanafanyanga, wanakuzia madawa ya kulevya, wanatengeneza rehab. Okay? Wale wenye wanafiatu, bado ni biashara, lazima wachungwe poa. Okay? Kwa sababu kuna wale wenye zinalembea. Ama, kuna venye unaweza pia saidia jamii, kuna wenye I don't know. I think the Godfather aspect, ile unajua ile maju. This guy would rip off the hoods and community. You pay him, you do what? You do mahongo. Extortions. Alafu anakuja na wajengea choo na bafu za public za sare. How would you hate that person?
Providing solutions to the problems.
Actual problems on ground.
Only to end up dying of syphilis in prison like Al Capone.
Man. Al Capone died of syphilis.
Can you believe it?
Oh, man. That's
syphilis
crazy.
is gangster. I killed Al Capone, motherfucker.
But, my thinking is that kind of... I don't think that's the kind of solutions that we should be looking for.
But then again, I don't think that's what is going to happen. As in, how many security forces are youngins in Kenya afraid of in Kenya? I mean, in America, it's only the feds, and them they have right to bear arms. We don't have. We have GSU, we have Reke. There's this new special force unit that has been formed. They wear masks. They look like death squad goons.
What? No, other than Reke squad.
Man, there's a new one. Those ones, they look like a death squad, kabisa.
I think they are. Because you see, here's the thing. You guys started with a coup, which caught my attention till now. Because everything you're talking about is I experience it in terms of a coup.
For sure.
Your experience was a compressed coup. Oh man, but I get you. That kind of thing can be traumatizing. Yeah.
If those guys come to you, for example, if you're in the professional field, and let's say you're dealing with some documents that vitu flani, and then they send you such guys, and those guys come to ask you for whatever that is. Utakata kuwapea.
That story of the Somali police officer wa Isili. That nigga usually executes gangbangers live in the streets.
Is it the one who was caught on video
shooting
a few years ago? Yeah, I remember that.
License to kill, blood.
Man, and it's but it's crazy.
Again, Juke. Again, the problem comes in.
Yeah.
You see, when such thing is publicized so freely like that, that is not by accident, because then who's the target? Who's the target consumer? Because everyone is exposed, okay? Seeing someone getting killed like that is...
I think the issue in Isili is illegal immigration from the Somali sides. Because, sometimes you have now criminals who are migrating to Isili from Somali. Very hardcore criminals. Mujahideen type niggas, So they come here, they want to behave like the way they behaved there.
By the way, I get you, because I think from my studies in international relations, what I could pick up, say, from how Isli got to that point was the importation of
criminal elements.
Yeah, we could say that. Piracy. Let me highlight piracy in that area. And you see, what was even crazy about the piracy issue was it shielded Kenya from the economic crisis that was affecting the globe at that time. And brought a lot of development even to Eastleigh and other areas. But the criminal elements it came with was the price, say, we had to pay.
Okay. Because even normal Kenyans were being interviewed in that show. Most of them were saying that, those are their guys who they brought here. So we have also our guys who are Somalian, who are Somali origin but Kenyan born. We've given them license to take care of their own people.
What? Yo. Okay, that's crazy. Maybe because I think, for example, I would assume for an investigator, infiltrating would need someone who can speak the language that the place they're going to infiltrate applies to.
I think even technology has advanced to that level now. Because they're able to do that. It's one of the things they invest in, But the resources are being utilized for useless projects. The capabilities. For example, stealing elections. We implement some of the most sophisticated algorithms. At a world class. This thing can pass anywhere. The job would be done regardless. I agree. But hatuwezi fikiria even how we can manage health. How we can promote agriculture, how we can grow the economy with such brilliant minds at one small place.
I don't even think the Kenyan citizen is considered as a human being, more of like fodder for other people's economic gain. I thought even at times that the Kenyan citizen was maybe better than the Congolese, but the laws, the way they are passing, you didn't have no rights,
bro.
By the end of the decade,
you are just realizing that. Imagine. Okay, let me take it back ama ni back kidogo tena.
Back a bit.
Where you are 10 years before. Let's take it 30. The system was such that wenye wako na power ni wachache, wenye hawana ni wengi. Lakini as you apply the same, so kuiba ni nini? For example, such a simple concept, stealing. What is it? How do you define stealing? So they would have one definition for mwenye ako na pesa. And then they would have another explanation for mwenye hana pesa. But in a way that wote wameiba. Okay?
Or kama, for example, if someone steals, say, 2,000 bob, they're called, it's called stealing, but when someone steals billions, it's called embezzling.
In short. So those two crimes are very well defined. All right? So mkubwa akienda huko apatikane guilty, the most that can happen is pay a fine. Ama lose some assets here there. Unaadhika umeiba kuku ya mtu. Mungu akisema na upelekwe kotini. Na ulizo paka kuna witnesses. Can you place this guy on the scene? Yes. Ulimuona. Unaenda 14. Imagine 14 years.
What? No kidding.
Bro.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Talking about
they can couple up those charges in a crazy way. You could even do to life. Jokes.
What?
This acquiring by servant, theft by servant. They can put so many. They can have you piled. There's no way you can escape. See? So that's the system. Now, bring the system forward, bro. To where you are. That system has been established for that long. Trust me, if come an investment, imeinvestiwa kama NASA. Guys have been going to the moon. Only that hatujakuwa tukiambiwa. But they've actually been to the moon. Just to take that literally in terms of enlightenment. So they have special forces. Like right now,
what
naongelea stories of privacy last time. And I was telling you guys how the WhatsApp terms and conditions and how we need more intelligent leaders, politicians, you know, those things. Europe, brother, Europe, you've had things like best practices in employment, best practices in accounting. Which are these guys that come up with the best practices? So that the government implements those best practices, regardless of whatever problems you're facing. That's why unaona kasa hii tunajengewa super highway ya kwenda airport. You wonder kwani hawasedi wengi aje paka kuna barabara nyingine inajengwa hapa juu. There's another road. We already have a road down here.
Yes.
There's another super. That to pass there, you will pay 300 shillings. Awesome money.
What? They're introducing like tolls.
Yeah, toll fees.
That is trying to curb the situation of, too much traffic in Nairobi costs billions. Losses of billions through slow traffic. Getting goods and services from one place to another. It's the reason why Major countries build a lot of transport method. Not only just the road and the train, there's the metro, there are
subways.
Exactly.
Now, Juke, now we are going to more. We need to talk about it. We need to have more honest conversations. Why do I say this? Because that's why I was pointing out. They take the best practices. We don't need 100 roads going to one direction, right?
True.
We've not done good
because there's an entire population that is.
We have people in here that need some basics.
From the basics.
From the basics. Let's just go back to basics.
What do I call level 10?
Why are we building like 10 super highways kwenda place moja? Na bro, kuna places hapa tu outskirts of Nairobi, barabara ni mbaya sana.
I think it will be the future of Kenya will be like Kenya will be sold to foreigners in a way. See, even right now there are places in Kenya huwezi enda kama Afrika. Unaweza enda hiyo little Italy huko Lamu. They will not allow you there. There are some places here in Nairobi you cannot go because it's for Chinku residents.
So, is it
like whole estates or something? What? Okay.
But those things are not being spoken about. You see, and that's why I'm telling you, if they have this machinery, that the machinery is to do specific things, it's working, okay? Because we have a structure, we have a governance.
Yote kwa South Africa zilikuwa zinaitwa Bantustans.
We need to address our things the way they are supposed to be. Because if we have like intelligent leaders, for example, upitisha maji kwa karibu na sewage, utakubali?
No.
You will not agree. So you're doing the job rightly. So we will not have failing structures. Sijui watu wamepata cholera, sijui watu wanaishi kwa dungeons, sijui watu tawa wanarobiwa, sijui nini. No, those things will go away.
Mvua zimekam, mshaanza kuteta, nasikia Eldoret kumeflood. Kwani mlikuwa mnafanya nini? Sometimes you wonder when a governor sits in an office and looks at his town, he knows it's going to rain crazy, but
it's okay.
My thinking is, I think, for example, if the structures are being looked at to benefit the mwananchi, the common mwananchi, then I think there are some things that should be placed an emphasis on in a more magnanimous scale. So, for example, the basic needs. Food, let's even put water there, and shelter. For at least people can survive even without shelter, but food, that is a number one necessity. Now, for the agricultural, I think for a country like ours, where agriculture is a key part of the economy, the government should
a country that depends only on agriculture, even though it's its final product. You try to compete agriculture and finished industrial products, man.
Yeah, and you know, my thinking is, for example, in promoting agriculture, say, for example, if the people in the rural areas, who are the majority?
Is it a banana republic?
Yeah, it's
banana republic,
and I don't think that's a bad thing because we are being taught.
How can a banana republic compete with industrial giants?
No, joke. Yeah. Remember, by the time you become a banana republic successfully, then your end goals are not the same as an industrial setting.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, but also the definition of a banana republic, it's not even in its way successful in why it has been defined as a banana republic. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I will explain that better.
As in, basically, the definition of a banana republic, it got that agricultural, its benefit, its GDP is highly intensive on agriculture, but it can't even compete with the big industrial guys who can throw Roundup, do big machines, employ green farming. Unajua green farming, the one that is powered by oil.
I get you, and that's why I said. That's why I say. I think that's a possibility. That's something that is very possible.
Yeah.
Because the same way the industrials are doing it. The reason why you can be successful is because you're not doing it.
Exactly. There's no industrialization of farming.
No, industrialization, you can say packaging could be industrialized. You know, like the end product should pass through the industry, like a sort of industry. Because I know of countries that export human resource, they have nothing on going. But it's our own country.
Yeah.
They just they create like the best the best human capital.
Even Uruguay. Wamepeana a lot of UN soldiers, man.
Yeah, so for them, they're in the business of growing certain things that other countries don't do, and they do it so well. So you see, like we'll have clean energy, maji hapa ndo clear, we can see the ground through. It will be like a little utopia because of some structures. Not that you can't benefit. If you're the one probably who has taken over you win the tender. If you win tender ya kutengeneza maji, brother, umeomoka for generation just once, and you're done. Because the name will be somewhere where you'll benefit. You'll get something, you know. I don't know. These structures are there. Sometime, Mari, back you said, democracy is not the only format of governance. It's been given focus.
Yeah, and for example, the world has been led to focus on, say, two forms of governance. It's mostly democracy, which is the most prominent, and then there is the competing. Would you call it communism? And those, like say for example the way USSR was running on communism, then US was democratic or liberal, capitalist. I sometimes intermix the terms, but you get the drift of it. Now there's systems that have already worked, that have been there. For example, the African traditional system, which I won't generalize because there were so many. Each culture had its own form of governance, which all were successfully running until the colonial masters convinced the Africans that these systems were failing. And they had run for hundreds, if not thousands of years. So then again, if I'm to challenge the democratic system, what proven track record does it have? And how long is that track record?
Ancient Greek,
yeah? Okay. That was the last time.
But
would you put the Roman Empire there?
There are some Polynesian island nations that were also democratic. Their own democratic ways. They didn't call it democracy, but
they had. It was like the roots of that system. Yeah?
But also majority rule is just funny.
I think.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's the language. The language, the way they use it.
Yeah.
They tell you it's democracy. But would you say we are experiencing democracy? we are a democratic state, but do we feel like you're experiencing democracy?
And what is democracy without self-reliance?
Yeah. So the thing we were going for was self-reliance. So self-reliance is not necessarily a banana republic, right?
True.
If you can be able to, I think that time we were interacting with Europe when we were there. Sasa, one of the things the EU, the British were complaining about was the stringent regulations that the Germans put on goods and products. Such that only the Germans could make those things.
Clever.
So they were complaining, biashara zao zinaharibika. So they wanted to pull out of the EU. That was when the Roma had started that time. And those are one of the things that we were talking about in class. Now you see those things. Do you feel, in your opinion, it's fair? So one chick said, you see, German says, we are not inventing things anymore. You can't invent anything new.
They actually make things that are used to make things, other things.
You make whatever it is better. You just always have better. So, Hoover yenye na kunywa moto mingi kama za Britain hazifai kuuzwa in EU.
Kama maybe just to join in a bit on that. For a lot of the technology that is being, let me say, dumped in Africa, for lack of a better word, has proven to be harmful in the developed countries.
No, Najati, some of these developed countries, they only use those things for a certain period, and then they are supposed to be removed out of their countries.
Even, for example, let's just pick a simple example like the advancement of clean energy as opposed to oil and other kinds of energy. Why are they campaigning so hard for clean energy there, but encouraging us to pick up the industries which have proven harmful and have polluted their cities and caused even diseases which were probably never there to their populations? And now we have been encouraged to pick up these same systems and are beginning to experience the same symptoms that they were experiencing. And we still believe or stick to taking the same direction.
But I think isn't like the foreign policy for some of these underdeveloped countries, like give them green energy so their energy output can never reach our energy output, because these are like energy output of a country kind of has something to do with its economic ability to flex its muscles everywhere. These are like matters of national security. So like if you tell another country, just do solar and wind, do solar and wind and stuff like that. Then you see also there's also a kind of like a backstabbing going on there.
Next time you say that statement to me, I'll take offense.
What?
Just do it. Just take it.
Because that's what they're saying.
This doesn't want to do it. It's not only the best thing,
You see.
Wait. What are you guys on about?
No, I'm saying like when he's giving an opinion.
Oh, okay.
Like when you guys are like, just do
do solar. Don't do coal. Don't do oil. Just do solar. Let us do the coal. Let us do the oil. Let us burn the energy. Let us even buy your oil. Why would you need it?
I think it's a valid point, and I think it's interesting the direction we've taken with this pod. If you guys notice,
we need to jump back to Eric Omondi with his fake reality show.
But let me just touch on what you've said. So, for example, what is the strength? What is the measure of the strength of, say, a military, the military of a country? Is it the machinery, or is it the people who control the machinery? Now, if you were to answer that question, I would pose again another question. If the people who are meant to control that machinery are not healthy or alive to control it, then do you still have a military?
Hey.
So now again, posing the questions for the significance, say, of health, the health of a city or a nation. I think if you're to look at the balancing of the economy, as much as military should be given priority, health cannot be neglected. And so many other sectors, for example, food. If the military does not have food sustenance, then the military will cease to exist. So then again, I bring the point of the significance of each and every industry and what it means for it to work properly and in the most effective and beneficial way. Yeah.
That's a thought bridge for another time, man. Because there are very many questions.
Don't be shy.
No, the thing is timing.
Okay.
You can do this for 2 hours. Because there are so many components. This thing has been
compartmentalized.
Yeah, exactly. To different things. We see where Mari's agenda is going. Health and education. You can see where my agenda is going. National capacity to produce energy.
And economic might, maybe.
Exactly.
Someone made an observation about the US when I said US is being taken over by China. Then he said, no, that is not true. Let me tell you why. Who's got their soldiers on the other guy's boundaries?
Well, apparently, US spend more outside than inside.
Yeah, because they're keeping people pinned down, bro. You have to pin
homelessness.
That's a coup, by the way. Personal coup. This guy has a gun on your head and he's telling you, leo tunaenda left. Ukifika kwa ile kona unaenda wapi? Left. Utakata. Really? No. So he said that's how strong US is.
Yeah, interesting. Just on the same strength of the US. Funny thing is, if you look at a lot of the industries that are running China or that are successfully running within China, you'll find a lot of them having their bases in the US. And not just that, they are there to access cheaper labor and cheaper, say, resources. So, again, going to the power of...
cheaper, high-quality labor.
Yeah.
Because you need that office-level labor.
Yeah.
And then you need the factory labor.
Yeah.
You get it.
Bro, you guys are becoming witch men.
Anyway, what is this Eric Omondi's fake reality show, man? Apparently, the madam he was to wed, this is not for real, man.
Oh, man. Yeah.
This show even didn't last than that. And it was the Dougie. It's called Dougie Fresh. No, it wasn't Dougie Fresh. The nigga who had a reality show. The guy had a Viking hat. He was employing. He was a karapa.
Oh,
you guys don't remember.
Is it the guy who had a big clock?
Chain? Yeah.
Chain clock.
So he had a reality show, kind of like what Eric Omondi is doing, but at least...
You mean that guy, the black guy?
Yeah, the big clock chain. He had a reality show. Eric Omondi was kind of doing the same thing he was doing, but now, at least for him, it went for seasons. Yeah, Eric Omondi ended for how long?
Yeah,
I think it's 1 season.
Yeah.
We spoke about it with Mari, and we said there is obvious effort towards a reality show level kind of production within Kenya. Yeah. But the way it was approached, it was lacking some key elements that should have been obvious for that kind of level of production.
Script writer, storyboards.
Even. I think there was more lacking instead of them being. I don't know. I've not watched it. I can't make a serious critic about it.
But in Kenya, which of these shows has longevity? Maybe Tausi.
I've seen one of Maria and the ones
Maria.
Guys, it's pretty. It has some. It can go. It can go there if they keep it going.
XYZ,
yeah.
In terms of the production.
Like the quality of input, bro.
Yeah. But I saw one of the guys I met with. You remember when we were DigiLive Records? He's apparently one of the actors there. And I was like, man.
Sisi warudishe Tahamaki.
Oh man,
that was a gangster show. That's actually what happens in real life. So the fact that a lot of like Kenya media do not want to reflect actually on the gangsterness of the Kenyan people is like, bona mnajificha, man. This is the stuff we want to see on telly.
Again, that's where we're talking about the structures in place being used for the wrong reasons. We have a media. These guys are making money, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
But what are they doing for the community? Other than showing, wrestling, Maria,
or piecing them off of what a certain politician has told another politician, like classmates.
And interesting thing that you bring that up. I think I think the media houses should have more initiative in promoting local productions. I've seen that with say channels like Kina Maisha Magic and even Kina Mnet, them putting out
more local content.
Not just putting out, but encouraging local productions, like the way, for example, Netflix opens up to picking movies and created by people. I think the local channels and media houses should take that kind of initiative, because if they don't, then the outsourcing culture will keep on happening, and we'll have less content producers or professional content producers in Kenya.
Then you'll have people taking other people's stuff.
Yeah, and
such as Shaq the Youngin, NRG presenter stroke musician. Apparently Shaman did not know he was a musician. But nowadays everybody likes to label themselves musicians and rappers. Yet they have a side show.
Wait, so what happened with Shaq and...
So apparently he has a song he had already released, and then Victoria Kimani did also a song. We don't know who she did it with, but I'll check that out.
Yeah,
it has been found out yearly, and the online tour akaonesha the track he did, which he released a couple of ages ago, and then the Victoria Kimani track that just came through.
What's the Victoria Kimani song?
I don't know. Me, I won't even. I don't even listen to Nadia, man.
Nadia, be bad on Sijo. Give me a call sometime. Same Monday. Nadia.
I can give up-to-date news about metal, but for current, I just say what goes on in their personal lives.
You see, but I'm a bit skeptic with that Kimani thing.
Yeah,
it's a bit convenient, man.
That's
a bit convenient, too convenient.
Yeah,
these are industry players.
Yeah,
whatever smack they're spinning this time around, I ain't taking it.
Or you believe it's some kind of spin?
That's something they're cooking.
Apparently, it's a month of fraudulence, because even Cardi B, her new up song. Apparently, there are some other drill rappers, kill rappers, who had actually done an earlier version of her up song. And then they defined it, up has something to do with, coming up short or something, when your pockets run short. But her definition had something to do with poop. So that is just crazy. Unajua unachukua slang ya southern side, you really don't know what it's about. One day you may take a southern slang saying "kill my ass." One of those gangbangers go and travel a couple of states and put a bullet in you. But he said, blood.
Yeah.
If you have rappers wanahama Chicago only to get killed in another town, blood.
Now, interesting with that Cardi B scenario.
Yeah.
does Cardi B write her own music?
Yeah.
So could it be that the writer is the one who got the confusion?
She'd probably go to her amigo boyfriend.
Yeah.
They say, what the fuck?
And you, would you have any comments on, say, the usage of a slang in a song? Yeah.
You see, you know, bad with the shit. Literally.
Just asking, you know.
There's one. Boca. There's one. Hey, like, umenivuta. I was looking at the time, at the time clock, and I was trying to figure out, like, how do you read the timestamp like that? You see, it's like 2 minutes. What the hell? We've not done 5 hours. So I look here, it's 58. And I'm like, okay. And then this guy asks me like,
you are not present in
I
class.
was not present.
Absent-minded.
Production work, lad.
kuna mboka.
Mboka.
Yes. To mean work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's a song for someone that I had somewhere.
Now, would there be any, say, copyright implications in using a slang?
It should be. There should be. You know why? Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
Otherwise, copyrights won't make sense.
But now what happens when, you know the way slangs differ even from hood to hood. Inaitwa mbogi hapa, in another hood inaitwa mbo with a double G, so it's pronounced bogi. Oh, I don't know, man.
and that's why it's very difficult. Now I see where there has to be law. There needs to be law and order. Let me tell you why.
We should have monthly releases of the Sheng dictionary.
Probably. I think that would be a clever thing to do.
Okay.
Yeah. Season finale should have that.
I saw someone once upon a time who tried to come out with a Sheng dictionary. I don't know whether it was
there.
Kajairo or someone like that.
Yeah.
And it was an interesting concept, but it just went and fizzled out.
The problem now was the different hoods. They kept on coming. Inaitwa hii kwa mtaa. No, inaitwa hii. So I think if that dictionary, they should be expanded into within counties there are hoods. And then I think it can be done. It can be done, man.
But the investment's gotta be heavy.
Yeah, for real. Hizo ndio vitu hata kina MCSK wangejaribu kufanya, man.
But I think it can be reduced down to like episodes.
Yeah.
You know, then you can compile it when you're done. Like you just compile it to make the creation process a little bit easier.
Like the way the Kenyan Gazette inatoa.
Yeah. So that at the end of the year, you just extract.
So that idea is exclusively Gatekeepers Licensing Corporation.
But itakuwa throwback. You know, people don't listen to these things. So it'll be like in 2021 is when we spoke about this on these dates, and it was there for everyone to hear. This knowledge is free. Whatever it is to do with this information is entirely up to you. For sure. Juke, you had something to say?
Not much. It seems time is running out. Maybe you have last words, Bloods.
Kama kawaida watu wasikize sound bite. I've never had a compliment where I know I like to be pampered and being told nice things. say I do a good job with the intros. Ukicheza tu hivi kianza unasikia tu ni Shaman. Hiyo joga tu ni Shaman. So if anyone has ideas for business we can do, holla at your boy.
Yeah.
You know where to find us.
For sure. I think I'll talk about since we've talked about structures of running things, I think brilliant minds have a lot to offer regarding solutions that the world needs. And I strongly believe their voices should be heard. So I gotta say.
There you have it. Words from the wise. Gatekeepers Musically Speaking Podcast GKMSP Season 3 Episode 7 The Industry Unveiled. Catch us next time. Brr, brr, brr. Drill music is kill music.